Come on! Out!
Where was he? Eric's bedroom again?
Yes, why does he always go in there? And how does he get in?
Perhaps Eric...
Eric's not here.
No, I meant perhaps Eric encourages it, gives it biscuits, that sort of thing.
You better have a word with him.
Where is he?
Eric?
Yes?
He's gone to the cinema with Roy.
Eric, brilliant.
Is that Eric, Roy?
Not exactly, Mum.
Well, if he's not here in 5 minutes, we're going without him.
You've got to be here in 5 minutes. Otherwise... Hang on a minute. Mum, can we bring a dog?
No, we can't!
Mum,
Dogs aren't allowed in cinemas. You have 4.5 minutes.
Look, I'm sorry. You're not hungry or anything, are you? You don't want any food or anything? And I see what I can do. Mum, can this dog have a sandwich?
Look, Roy, you've been pestering to go to this film for 3 weeks. Now stop messing about and get changed.
Eric, I'll tell you about it tomorrow, okay?
Hey, what are you doing there? Come on, out. You've been eating this? Go on! Make your way home! You're not coming back here!
Brilliant, Eric. That is really brilliant.
I had to walk 7 miles, Roy.
Trapped in a bread van.
You try walking 7 miles sometime with legs this long.
It was exciting, wasn't it?
It was terrifying. Do you know what it's like to be abandoned in the middle of nowhere? With no money, no map.
What sort of buns did he have?
Just have no idea, have you? Just have no idea.
Come on, Eric. It's an adventure. Something to tell your grandchildren.
I won't live to have any grandchildren at this rate.
Look, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry I wasn't there to help.
I know, you had to go and see a film.
All right, I'm sorry. Next time I'll be there, okay? Next time I promise.
Don't believe it. Charles?
Coming!
Come on, outside. And leave the comic behind. That's Eric's.
Not again.
Just sitting on the bed looking as if he owned the place.
I had a word with Eric
Where?
about encouraging stray dogs.
What did he say?
He says he hasn't given it anything to eat, although he thought it usually looks hungry and probably needs feeding up a bit.
Did he? on then.
Hi Eric, sorry about this, but Mum says I have to go to Grandad's after all. I've left some food out for you, smart thinking, eh? And the boxes say got somewhere warm and dry. Anyway, I'll be back in 4.5 hours. Cheerio, Roy.
Haven't you got a home to go to?
Oh, what sort of people would leave a dog out in weather like this?
You never know, he might like it.
Maybe we should take him home. Get him dry and give him something to eat.
Oh, better not. What about his owners?
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right.
Still, if you're ever passing 20 Nelson Close, drop in. We'll give you a meal.
Oh, you shouldn't joke about it, Phil. He looks so miserable.
What is it? It's the same one, isn't it?
Well, of course it's the same one.
Well, how did he get here?
Must have followed us.
He can't have done. We've been out on the bypass.
Well, maybe he took a shortcut.
Well, what'll we do?
We do what we said we'd do, Phil. We ask him in, we give him something to eat.
I suppose so.
Make sure he wipes his feet.
Right. Could you... Well, I'm blowed. Come on. Right, if you'd like to settle yourself by the fire. I'll go get your towel.
What would he like to eat?
I'm not sure. I don't know what dogs do eat.
Well, we haven't got any actual dog food, but he could have bread, scrambled eggs, bacon, liver, biscuits.
What was the first one again?
He can have bread, scrambled eggs, bacon.
I think he'll have some bacon.
Right, bacon it is.
I think he's fallen asleep.
Not surprised after all that food he's tucked away.
You had a dog once, didn't you?
Yes, that was years ago.
I was just wondering. I don't know much about dogs myself. Are they always this clever?
Don't really remember.
Well, I mean, he can almost talk, can't he?
What do you mean?
Well, he gets one woof for yes and two woofs for no.
Oh, no, we don't know that's what he's doing, Phil.
It seems perfectly clear to me.
Well, I don't know about talking, but I'd say that means he wants to go home.
Home? wants to go out for a walk.
You want to go for a walk? You're going home? Right. That's that. Come on then. It was a pleasure to have you.
Well, now you know where we are. Hope we see you again sometime.
Call again any time. We're always in.
Do you think that meant yes?
We'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
Or to get him some bones?
Rags and bones.
That's what we'll call him. Rags.
I mean, why does it keep coming back to this house?
Exactly.
Maybe it likes it here, Mum.
But why? Why always your room?
It's not always his room, love. Yesterday it was watching television. Last week it was trying to use the bathroom.
If it wore a collar, at least we'd know whose dog it was.
Please can I go now, Mum?
Where are you going?
You always ask me round to his house.
Don't you want any more?
No thank you, Mum. See you.
Thought it was his favourite bread and butter pudding.
It is. I did it specially for him. He hardly eats anything these days, you know.
No? Looks to me like he's putting on weight.
He is. I can't understand it.
It is my favourite as well, you know.
What?
Bread and butter pudding.
But you're on a diet, Charles. Have an apple.
Eric? Eric? Eric, where are you going?
I'll get it. It's Rags. He's here. Come on, boy. You nearly missed your dinner.
I've done you a hamburger and chips, all right? Want mushrooms with it?
No mushrooms.
No mushrooms, right.
Now then, what's this here? Oh, Return of the Jedi. Do you want to watch this? Well, fair enough, if you know how to work the machine. Oh, what's this?
Now, careful, Rags. The chips are hot.
Oh, June, he brought a note with him this time.
Ooh, to get him off games, is it? What's it say?
It says, I don't mind being called Rags, but my real name is Eric.
Well, isn't that amazing? I wouldn't have thought he was an Eric at all.
I wonder who he got to write it for him.
Yes, that too. Look, I thought we might take him out in the car again after lunch. We could all have a nice long walk on the common.
But I think he wants to watch this.
Oh. Oh, well, perhaps he'll have time to do both.
Why not?
Been quite a while, hasn't it?
What?
Since you turned into a dog?
Oh, that. Yeah, I suppose it has.
Oh, come straight round when it happens, won't you?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you wouldn't just go straight round to 20 Nelson's Close and visit Mr. and Mrs. Potts instead, would you?
How do you find out?
I saw you on Saturday. You've got the name on the doorbell.
I was going to tell you one,
I
but
thought we were supposed to be friends.
we are, but...
They're 150 years old, Eric. Why them?
Well, if you really want to know, they look after me. They give me food,
I suppose that's more important than friendship.
Well, it's better than the cardboard box and an empty saucer, Roy.
That wasn't my fault.
I'm not saying it was your fault. I'm just saying you've got a sister who hates dogs, a mother and father who don't like me in the house, and if you're not in, I'll tell you what's so special about Mr. and Mrs. Potts. They're always there.
See, that's our granddaughter. She'll be 4 next birthday. We're hoping to go and see them one of these days, but it's a long way, Australia. Oh, excuse me. Here. Now that's my school photograph. See if you can guess which one's me.
Good afternoon, madam. Just come from the gas board to check on a leak.
Gas board? We don't have gas.
Don't you? No, I know that, but we think there's a leak downstairs, you see, and it might be spreading up here.
A leak?
Yeah, so if you could let me just have a quick look round just to check that all's well.
Oh, yes, well, I suppose you better come in.
Didn't know you had a dog.
Oh, it's only Eric. Don't worry, he's very friendly. Eric, the gentleman's come to check on the gas leak.
I'll tell you what, I'll call back later.
Oh, what about the leak?
Don't worry, it's nothing serious.
Eric, what do you want to do that for? You mustn't bark at people like that. It's not nice. Where are you going? What is it? What are you... Con man poses as gas board official. Police have warned all residents to be on the lookout for a man claiming to be from the gas board.
I'm home.
In here, Phil.
I hope you'll be around today. How are you doing then?
He's doing very well. In fact, he's just saved me from making rather a fool of myself.
Thank you. That's a great relief. I'll tell my wife. Thank you.
Now that's more like it.
Everything all right, Eric? Bring your plate out if you need any more.
I'm so excited about the kingfishers, the colours. They're so spectacular. And yet they're not spectacular.
They got him.
Who?
The man. That was the police on the phone. They caught him doing the same thing at Jellicoe Court.
Oh, I don't know what would have happened if Eric hadn't been here.
Just as well he was.
I feel such a fool. I mean, I know you're supposed to ask to see a card, but...
Oh, don't worry, love. I mean, simple enough mistake. But it did make me realise. Look, while I was out shopping, I got this.
For Eric? Oh, but we can't. He's not really ours.
Well, whose is he? Someone ought to look after him. Look, if he gets into trouble, then people will know how to contact us. See? It's got his name and our address and phone number. I'd be a lot happier if he was wearing this.
Oh, he wants letting out. I'll do it.
And when you come back, I've got a little surprise for you.
Don't tell me. I know the face.
Roy.
Just can't put a name to it.
Roy.
Do we used to meet once or twice after school?
Look, I need your help. I'm in a bit of a jam.
Adopt you what? Permanently?
I think so.
Well, what's wrong with that?
It's the collar, Roy. That's what's wrong with it. It's the collar.
No, I thought that was quite a good idea.
Just think about it, Roy. When I turn into a dog, I get smaller and all my clothes fall off, right?
Right.
So, what do you suppose will happen if I'm wearing a collar around my neck when I turn back into a boy? Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that. So you'd better not go round there anymore.
It's not as easy as that.
Why not?
Well, they're nice people, Roy. They've been really kind to me. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi, I'm Roy Ackerman, and I think you know my dog, Eric.
Your dog? Oh, yes, of course. You better come in. Just follow Eric, he knows the way.
Hello, Eric. We wondered what had happened to you.
Phil, this is Eric's owner.
Oh. Oh, I see.
We just came round to say thank you, Mr. Potts, Mrs. Potts. You've been ever so kind to Eric over the last few weeks.
It was nothing really.
We just gave him a few scraps.
Anyway, we just came round to say thank you.
Oh!
And to say that,
That you won't be calling round in future.
well, not quite so often, no. It's not easy to explain why, but
You don't have to explain.
We knew he was never really ours.
oh, we got you a present.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
Yes, we did.
No, really.
Eric chose it, especially.
Oh, well. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, you just look after yourself. Hmm?
Goodbye, Sam.
Thanks a lot.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Come on, Eric.
Oh, isn't he lovely?
Yes.
Oh. He's not as clever as Eric, though.
How do you mean?
Just made a puddle.